Well, welcome to Muscle Maintenance with InShape Fitness. I'm Kim Watkins, your trainer, and this workout is for Monday, November 5th. It's your level 1 workout. And we're going to start with a couple of moves to warm up the body. We're going to do a windmill to warm up the back and your core, and then we're going to walk or you can jog in place for a few seconds before we do 2 sets of 6 moves. Fairly beginner level, so I'll help you if you need to kind of pick things up a little bit. Then we'll talk a little bit about the way that you can do that. But for the start, let's just get you standing up for me. Your shoulders should be back, your chest should be high. Lift your rib cage with the breath, breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Engage your abs. Plant your feet double shoulder width apart and stretch your arms up over your head. Clasp your hands. Now rotate down to the right. Touch the floor and then back up to the left. Nice and slow. And let's do it again. Down to the right. Touch the floor. Get that good stretch down through the lower back and back up to the left. Now switch directions for me. Down to the left and up to the right. One more time. Down to the left, up to the right, and now you are either walking, marching, or jogging in place. 30 seconds. If you're jogging, kick those heels up. Make sure that you are activating your hamstrings a little bit by kicking the heels up a little bit closer to your butt. Swing your arms forward and back. If you're walking, just make it pretty active. You want to, again, lift your feet by bending your knees back and activating that back of the leg. A few more seconds. Our first move is something, it's called a modified lunge or a split squat. So what I want you to do for me now is put your hands on your hips, take a big step out with your right leg. And this is very important, so please listen up. Make sure that both feet are perfectly straight. You don't want either the back or the front foot to sort of twist in one way or the other, the toe turn out or the ankle turn in. All right, just keep those feet straight. So now your right foot's in front. Distribute your weight a little more on the back leg. Bend both knees down so that your body goes straight down. Don't lean forward. And back up. Back down and up. Down just maybe 5 or 6 inches. And up one more. And now switch legs. Get that left foot in front of the right foot. And we're talking, 2 or 3 feet in front of it. It's a big step out, right? Depending on how long your legs are, obviously. But again, make sure that your feet don't turn out. And bend the knees. Down, inhale, exhale, lift up. Press the back heel into the floor as you lift up. And if this is a really easy move for you, when we do that second set, you can just do the individual lunges where you bend your knee all the way down to the floor and then step all the way back to start. All right, one more of this shallow beginner sort of lunge, if you will. Good, good, good. Okay, now we're going to do a lateral quick step, so it's a side-to-side step, and just start moving side to side for the time being. If you have a go band, by the way, great time to throw that thing around your ankles and step side to side. Starting later in the week, we're going to be doing a lateral lunge, so let's get some lateral movement into the workout today, or this week actually rather. But you're just stepping side to side. Now, if you want to add an arm movement, make big circles with your arms. Extend your arms out to the sides and make arm circles. You've got 10 more seconds. Just stepping side to side. If you want to do a little hop, that's fine too. 5 seconds. Keep the back straight. And now down on the floor on your right side. Put your right forearm on the floor, and you're going to rest in a plank on the side here. All right, so lift your body up off the floor. 15 seconds. Just breathe. Your body basically makes the long sort of side, the hypotenuse of a right triangle, where the upper arm and the floor are the 2 other legs, and then the body is the long side of the right triangle. Now turn over and let's do the left side. So your body is resting on the left forearm, fingers facing forward, and you are breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Keep those hips up high. Try not to let the butt, sort of droop or whatever. You've got a few more seconds. Very good. Okay, now turn over onto your body's going to face up. So I want both hands on the floor. I want your feet on the floor. Make sure that your feet are separated a little bit. Toes and heels in line. Don't let your toes turn out. Lift your hips up. You're just going to hold tabletop for me. Press the toes into the floor. Keep your fingers splayed and think about, now really think about this, because your hips are high and you're working your arms and your shoulders, your back. You're in a kind of a reverse plank here, so you're working your core. You press your feet, your toes into the floor. You're working the back of the leg. This is your tabletop, right? The top of your body is flat. You've got 3 more seconds. Very good. Very good. Okay, lay down on the floor now for me completely. Put your feet on the floor, bend your knees, hands behind your head. Let's just do a basic crunch. And you really have to focus on that squeeze in order to make the most out of this. So, hands behind your head, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, lift your head, your shoulders, and the top of your rib cage. And then back down. Lift up, squeeze, back down. If this is really easy, you can go ahead and lift your feet up off the floor. That's what we're going to take successive steps as the week progresses to make this more difficult. As we do these types of crunches, we're going to do a reverse crunch next to finish up the set. But if you need to make it harder right now, go right ahead. You've got 5 seconds. Very good. Now, place your hands underneath your butt in order to stabilize your lower back. And bend your knees, your feet are up in the air. And take a deep breath in. As you exhale, lift your butt up. Just kind of curl the butt up, squeezing those lower abs in your hips. And keep it going. Got about 15 seconds left when we finish with the first set. You'll get yourself back up. We'll do a second set, and you will be on your way to a lovely Monday morning, hopefully. Terrific. Okay, take a deep breath, take a sip of water, stand back up, plant the right foot in front of the left, make sure your feet are straight, and lower the body about 6 or 7 inches, and exhale, press your heel into the floor, that back heel especially, into the floor. Your weight's a little more distributed on the left side, which is the foot in the rear, and keep it going. Another couple of seconds here, do 2 more, a little faster this time. Good, now switch your feet. Left foot's in front of the right, and bend your knees, lift up, bend, lift, exhale as you lift up. Very, very good. Working the quads a little bit, of course, working your butt muscles, working the hamstrings, your hips. Very, very good. You want to keep your abs engaged the entire time. Now move side to side. Again, if you've got a Go Band nearby, stick it on around your ankles really fast as you move. Right to left, keep your feet completely straight. Don't let your toes turn out. I cannot stress that enough. Which I feel like I always sound like a broken record when I continue to make that suggestion. But I really want you to focus on the way that you move your body, that the form that you take, and the control that you have over these lateral muscles, this top part of your butt, your legs, your thighs, and your butt muscles are engaged when you move side to side with your feet straight. Once you turn your toes out, the quad takes over. Okay? Now, you're going to be back down on the floor for the rest of the workout, so plant yourself down on the floor with your forearm, your right forearm on the floor, and extend your feet out, stack those feet, and lift up into a side plank for 15 seconds. Breathe. Squeeze your abs. If it is too easy, you can do little hip dips. You lower your hips down and then up. You've got 5 more seconds. And we're going to switch sides. Go ahead and switch sides now. You are on your left side now. Same thing. Making a right triangle with the floor. And breathe. 3 moves after this. We'll finish up right around 12 minutes. And you will have that, that solid structural maintenance workout in for the day. No matter what else you do the rest of the day, if you have a healthy day where you eat right and you take stairs and take a walk around the block probably or whatever, that's really all you need to do, unless you're, in a major weight loss situation, in which case I hope you write me and tell me, and I maybe can give you some tips to get that jump started. Okay, now plant your hands on the floor. Let's do a tabletop pose again. So again, your hands are directly underneath your shoulders, your feet are on the floor, straight, toes and heels in line. Bend your knees, lift your hips up off the floor so that the thigh and the torso make the tabletop. The legs of the table are your arms and your lower legs, right? maybe not a completely even tabletop, just because your arms are probably longer than your lower legs. But nonetheless, keep it going. Press those toes in. You've got a few more seconds. And we're going to work the abs again. All right. Now, lower your body down to the floor completely. Your hands are behind your head. Your knees are bent. Feet on the floor. And crunch up. Very good. Each day this week, the workout will get a little bit more challenging, focusing on kind of the side of the body, lateral sort of stuff for the most part. That's our kind of accentuated focus for the week, though. Like all weeks, we do a little bit of everything where you are getting our heart rate up and keeping it up the entire time. Now we're going to switch to that modified reverse crunch, so your hands are down behind your, underneath your butt, and your feet are in the air. Lift the butt and back down. 30 more seconds and you will be ready to go. Good, good, good. Please let me know if I can help you devise a specific program that you need to address, where you need to address a particular problem. You can visit our website, inshape-fitness.com. You can find us on Facebook, which is facebook.com/InShapeFitnessNYC. And of course, follow us on Twitter, which is InShapeFitness. I'm Kim Watkins, your trainer, broadcasting from New York City, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day.